All right, so many thanks for staying with us. Indeed, Portia Gabo has updated you with all the stories you need to get from our local front. My name is Kweku Timin. Up next, we're talking business. And if you have a used fridge in and around you, you might rethink after this story. Now, having impounded over 10,000 fridges at the Tema Port to enforce the ban on used fridges, the Ministry of Energy says it will prosecute all perpetrators of such imports duty. Deputy Minister John Jinapo said more than 50% of energy is consumed by used fridges and air conditioners, making the need to enforce the law urgent.
Container loads of used fridges were impounded more than a week ago. No one has come forward to claim ownership of the containers since they were impounded. The Ministry of Energy, together with the Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology, say it will draw in the Attorney General's office to prosecute perpetrators. Deputy Minister of Energy and Petroleum, John Jinapo, is particularly worried about the energy sapped by used fridges. More than 50% of domestic energy, he says, is used by these overaged fridges.
We shall engage the other sector agencies, including the Ministry of Justice and Attorney General's office, to ensure that whoever flouts our laws are punished. A quick calculation we did indicates that we spend close to 5 million Ghana cedis every day importing light crude for our thermal plants. That is a colossal amount. And so if we can reduce the consumption by the usage of new energy efficient refrigerators, we have the opinion that we can save some money.
The Minister of Environment is particularly concerned about the impact on the environment.
Once they get to this used fridges, after 3-4 years, we have another challenge on our side, which is the e-waste. And you are all familiar with the Aboblushi challenge. Currently, we just a couple of days ago, I just signed a grant from the government of Switzerland. It's giving us 1.2 million Swiss francs to enable us to undertake a comprehensive study to see how we eliminate that waste.
This is one of the locations where the fridges are destroyed. So far, 2,382 fridges have been dismantled. Importers of R12 fridges, that is, fridges that contain R12 gas, including 2 other gases, get all their imports landing right here where they are totally destroyed. The law, which was passed in 2008, required that these fridges, used ones, are no longer imported into the country. So far, about 10,000 of these fridges which landed at the port have been confiscated, and this is where they have landed. To further enforce the law, the rebate scheme, which is to let people return their used fridges, is expected to be extended to first-time fridge users by close of year.
All right, so my colleague Odilio Fori actually put that story together. Now, let's still stay on this particular story, and we're going straight to the Energy Commission to try to get updates on the seizure of used fridges. Very shortly, we would have Victor Owusu, who is the PRO of Energy Commission, on the line. Victor, many thanks for joining us on Midday Live. We appreciate your presence here with us.
Hi.
All right, Victor, just can you furnish us with more information on the continuous seizure of used fridges that are imported into the country? How far have you gotten with the exercise?
Yeah, we've gotten far so far, because yesterday, as you are aware, we took possession of 45 containers that have been impounded by CES for dismantling at Asienya yesterday.
Okay.
Let me indicate to you that this lot that was impounded and sent to the scrap yard yesterday adds up to about 10,000 units of refrigerators that we have so far taken away from the force since the enforcement of the ban after the expiry of the period of moratorium on June 30th, 2013. So far, 10,000 pieces have been taken, and I think that is a very good thing for us.
All right.
We're sending the signals to the importers and the dealers that we are determined very resolutely to ensure that this law is carried out to the letter.
All right, so you are determined to ensure this law is carried out to the letter. But one other part is you're not only destroying, you are also prosecuting those who are behind this importation into the country. Can you share with us how soon this would be?
The people who bring in these prohibited items are actually falling foul of the law and the prescription of penalties or punishment for them under the law. But the fact of the matter is that these people who bring in these items don't own up. They don't own up at the ports. So when they are kept there after the expiry of the period of detention, then SEFS releases those items to us for dismantling. So that is how the process works. If they own up, of course, then you take them by the neck and then make sure that the law deals with them. But the fact of the matter is that these people who bring in these items don't even bother to own up at SEFS.
Well, of course, because Victor, don't you think that the Energy Commission is operating with an iron fist? Here's a situation: you are destroying the products that the person spent so much money to bring into the country. They are
destroying the products that are prohibited from coming into the country. In the first place, it is prohibited. So the issue of destroying somebody's property doesn't arise.
And then, in addition, you are prosecuting them. And then, in addition, you are prosecuting the perpetrators also. It's not too much.
You prosecute them.
Give us a reason. I mean, people do understand that, yes, it's banned and everything, but can you share with us the little health hazards and the little implications around for which cause you are carrying out this measure to the latter?
We are carrying out this letter to the latter because of the fact that the refrigerators from outside do draw a lot on our national grid. Draw down the national grid by these used refrigerators is so huge and frightening that if you don't take measures to stop them from coming into the country, a time will come when the impact of it on our electricity will be very, very serious. So that is one aspect. The other aspect is that a lot of these fridges also are laden with ozone depleting substances. That is the gases in them. Some of them are banned.
Okay.
And they come here and
well explained there.
Victor, to the environment.
Victor, just before you go, my very final question, which I expect you to use just some few seconds. Now, this was big business for a lot of people in the past. I want to find out measures you're putting in place to equip these people to be able to import new fridges into the country.
Yeah, that's a rich question. We at the Energy Commission here, not only leave you the fact that these people also have to be assisted in one way or the other. And what we have done over that time is that we have engaged a consultant for these people, these dealers, to draw up a business plan to shop up for investors to assist them in establishing a manufacturing plant in this country. That is one thing that we have done for them. The other thing that we are doing for them is that we are also going to expand the scope of our rebate exchange program to include first-time buyers. And these first-time buyers will exclusively buy from the dealers who are now importing new fridges. It will interest you to know that some of the members of the association are taking steps to import new fridges. And so the era of old fridges is closed.
Victor, so thank you very much. We're grateful for your time.
And I'm telling you on authority that some of the members of the association of importers of these new fridges are taking steps to import new fridges. And Victor, when they come with their new fridges, we will give them that exclusive.
All right, Victor Osu, thank you very much. That's all time would permit us. But Victor Osu is the PRO of the Energy Commission. Well, he joined us to explain some details on fridges that are being seized at the ports.